Hello and welcome to 27 by 40, a video podcast about movie posters. My name is Chris.
This is Emmett.
And in this podcast, video podcast, each episode we pick a year at random, and we each pick our top 5 favorite movie posters from that year, and we do make a list.
Yeah.
Requirements of liking the movie or seeing the movie.
Yeah, it's just based on what we think of the poster, basically.
Yeah, just posters, artistic merit, vibes. It's a vibes-based.
Vibes.
Yeah.
It's all about vibes.
Yeah. Right.
Just like the kids say.
Yeah.
So we're doing 1950. And what's interesting is that, like, we originally had in our lineup of potential times to do, or years to do, we did originally have the 40s in there.
Yes.
But we found with the 40s...
Well, we did 140. And
we did 140s, and we found that, like, it just doesn't quite work because, like, there's a lot of issues with, like formats being all over the place.
Yeah. Well, it predates the 27 by 40 format,
you
which
know,
is...
having a hard time finding things.
Oh, well, quality. It's postage stamp.
It's rough. Quality of actual, like, reproduction and stuff. So we were like, well, maybe if we just drop the 40s, it would be better. So we only have from 50s on now in our list. So technically, at this point, this would be the earliest that qualifies for us to do, which is interesting because I feel like it might still have some sort of carryover aspects from the 40s.
I feel there was a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I felt in some of the posters, I definitely did some hunting for me to get, like, a decent quality picture.
Some of them, though, it was, like, surprising how, like, it advanced, for lack of a better word, like, or, like, how much they felt like more, like, later 50s or even 60s.
Yeah.
And then it was like, wow, this is from 1950. That's pretty cool.
I did feel there was a very, and this is probably just a product of the time, a lot of sort of format sameness looking through the posters. Sure. It's just like every poster was like
very
a bit of painted pictures of some of the, like, just like they had a form they had to fill out, and that's how you made a poster. I'm like, okay, well, it's the 50s. They're still experimenting with, how this stuff works, But, and I was also a little bit worried because early on, because the Wikipedia entry for 50s posters is not by release date. It's just alphabetical.
Yeah. It's just like major releases from this year.
Yeah. And it was like, luckily they mixed in major releases from other countries in that list, which means that it was, you didn't have to do too much.
Even though I don't think I used any films this time, which I often usually do. Often the foreign ones are...
Well, that's where you get the real creative stuff.
Real interesting,
Especially in a rough year. Some years you're like, I gotta go look off to France or Hungary or something,
Pretty sure I don't have any of this on this one.
It was definitely like, I think I was into the C's before I found my first, and I was starting to get a little worried.
I guess there's one that could be considered
I have one, but it's the American release poster.
Yeah, I have one that could be considered a foreign film, I guess, but it's not like a foreign film. Like, no one would have heard this.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's not from that country. It's like a famous movie with, like, big name people.
Oh, yeah.
But I believe it is, like, produced in another country.
Oh, okay.
But anyways.
I mean, that's, more or less,
all right, so...
All right, so you're up first this week.
I'm first? Okay. What's my 5?
Your 5 is...
My 5 was Hunt the Man Down. So we had a similar...
So this was on my almost.
We had... I can't remember what it was, but on another 50s list...
The beam of light hitting the guy.
Yeah, the beam of light hitting the guy. Yeah. We had a similar...
Yeah, that was like a real, like, purpley blue poster.
I just think it's hilarious because it's, like, clearly some sort of, like...
well, it's like a spotlight or something.
Yeah, it's like some kind of, like, crime thriller type thing. But, like, it makes it look like this, like...
The guy's doing laser eyes.
Does the guy up there have, like, laser eyes and he's, like, blasting the guy down there? And, like, is he, like, a giant head in the sky and that's a normal size guy? Or is it, like, aliens, like, abducting him? Like, a beam coming down? And it's, like a really interesting, like, the pose where it's, like, this kind of, like...
You know what? There's 3 things going on here, and they just
there's a lot more than 3 things.
It's like, okay, this is clearly, at some point in the movie, a character gets shot. This is them getting shot. That's a very 50s, I've been shot pose.
Sure.
The spotlight is the, like, hunting part.
Yeah.
And then the guy up in the corner is just like, Why they made the beam
just
go
kinda
over
there.
his face? I guess that's maybe the main male lead. I
Yeah,
don't know.
who knows?
He doesn't. They have. Well, they also did something cool here with all the.
Oh
actors.
yeah. They used paintings of the faces instead of pictures. Yeah.
They steered away from the dreaded pictures of the cast sprinkled around but doing painted
it kind of works.
It all fits the same
and
way.
The slight overlap is they put some thought into the design. I like the title.
Yeah, Hunt the Man Down.
The way it kind of almost looks like a comic book sort of logo. It's like the Spider-Man logo.
It's fun, but the like the words with like the jagged cuts on them, like they're like it's like broken or like this font. A lot of posters from around this era.
It's probably just a popular.
Yeah, we've even had it on
Secrets
some of our...
Bared in Search for Killer.
Yeah.
It's a fun one. It's RKO. It's it's fun.
That's like probably half the movies that came out.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's good.
I thought it was kind of fun.
It was very close.
It's nonsense in a
in a good
fun
way.
In a fun way. So
I almost had one that was on this list. That was just because I thought the tagline was so good, but I was like, no, aesthetics are important, so I didn't make my list. But
I mean, if it's that good of a tagline.
All right, so my number 5.
Oh yeah. Speaking of things that were on my maybes,
on your maybes,
yeah.
Panic in the Streets, watch out. This was other than the quite amusing title of Panic in the Streets. I thought the composition of the poster was just really good. It's like a poster inside of a poster. It's got nice, again, good painted quality.
Yep. It's cool.
No cast pictures or anything. Soon you will see the screen excitement of the year. I almost said excrement of the year.
Yeah, I don't want to get that messed up.
No. But yeah, no idea what this movie's about. It really does not tell you anything. Like at least yours, you were like, okay, some kind of murder mystery or noir or something. This could be anything. I'm very vague.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
maybe there's a boat.
Yeah, there's like some guys, like a dock, something at the docks, which is funny because it says Panic in the Streets, not Panic at the Docks, but whatever,
the street leads, the dock leads off of the street.
Just something about the general, like the painted style of it. I really like the
it's neat.
Yeah, but yeah. All right, so now your number 4.
It's All About Eve. Probably the biggest movie of the year.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was 14 Oscar nominations. It's like I think it's still the most.
That's so many.
Or
it's Betty Davis.
No, because I think there's been like ones with 15. But anyways, it's up there. And it did win Best Picture. But it does have one particular record, which is quite impressive in terms of its Oscar nominations. It 4 women nominations. Like there was two for lead and 2 for supporting actress, all from just this movie.
not something you see too often.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just kind of an interesting. I like the title.
It's got a good like Art Deco kind of like look to it. The way the title of in lowercase, with the quotes on it, which we see once in a while back then, which is always like, what is? Does that mean something? But it
means it's all about Eve.
Characters all in black and white. So your eye is drawn to the color part of it, and it's very catching. It's all very about, like turn your head, like wait, what's going on here?
It's all about women and their men.
Yes, sounds so scandally. Well, all right, so I guess this will be
your 4.
My 4.
Oh,
so I went with James Stewart Harvey. Sorry, complete brain fart. This particular poster that I've got here is actually from the Jimmy Stewart Museum. I could not find a high quality version of this poster that actually had the movie poster stuff on the bottom. Instead, it says the Jimmy Stewart Museum. But this movie had a couple of different posters. But this is the one that I really like. Coincidence. It's also a movie I quite enjoy. Quite a
I don't remember it very well.
Oh yeah, no.
It was never really
didn't.
Yeah,
I saw it when I was a kid. It was probably the first
Yes,
James Stewart thing I ever saw, and it kind of, I guess, stuck with me from then on out. But I like the poster. Kind of doesn't tell you anything what it's about. You're having to like, okay, we got a shadow of a giant rabbit. Like, what is this?
Kind
is
of
he
like,
the rat?
From
like,
today's perspective, is kind of creepy.
I mean, it is. It is. I mean,
yeah. I mean, in the context of that movie, it's not,
he's smiling, so you're pretty sure it's not a horror movie. But like, maybe
hold on.
Yeah. Fair enough. That whole horror movie called Smile.
Yeah. But yeah, fair enough.
It's very simple, like, sort of straight to the, like, oh, of course, you get a James Stewart movie, you're going to put James Stewart on the poster, you're not going to obfuscate that.
Really?
In any way. Yeah. It's not like he's a draw or anything. But yeah. So,
I will say this, as just a small criticism. I don't really like the fact that the title kind of looks like it's, like, the second actor.
I mean, I understand, and I had that thought too.
Because it's kind of written the same way that James Stewart.
But also Harvey is kind of the same second character.
But that's
in the
silly.
Yes,
and that's obviously not the intent.
I think the selling of putting James Stewart's name as big as the title of the movie is because he was such a huge actor.
Yeah, that's
fine. If he was I feel if this was switched and his name was written like differently. Yeah.
I'm just saying that you don't.
Yeah. No, I
like look at every other one of these things.
Yeah.
You don't put the actor name in the same thing
font,
as the
size.
as the title. Like that's just weird.
Yeah. It borderlines on this movie is James Stewart Harvey.
Yeah.
Like there's a little line in there, but
like the
Stewart
line,
Harvey.
The line is a hyphen, and his
Stewart,
name
is James Stewart Harvey.
James Stewart hyphen Harvey. Sorry.
Yeah. There is that. That is the title part of this is like definitely my least favorite part of it. It's also like kind of it's a bit of a boring font.
Is he like a baron or something?
Oh, he's got like
Lord James Stewart Harvey.
Yeah.
At your service.
The third. Yeah. But, all right, so this will be your 3.
Yeah. That's No Way Out.
Also almost on my list.
Yeah.
Good poster.
Yeah, especially for 1950. Like, it feels like
going all minimalist on here. What's happening?
It feels like something that would come much later.
Yes. Much more like 70s. Feels like a 70s like crime poster or something like that.
But with like the shapes and the arrow and the way the
super
title,
stark.
The way the title's done, and then just like the one photo thing of like the sort of eyes in the middle. I mean, I would have preferred
good tagline.
I would have preferred to get a bit of a more clear, nice shot of the eyes.
Oh, sure.
Because
preferably just one eye.
We need
just big one eye right in the middle.
We need some eye stuff posters.
Okay.
It's been a while since we've had a good eye poster. But it's cool. I really like it.
Yeah.
It's I mean, it's pretty minimal. There is like a little tagline there, and there's like the little
very
bottom, but it's very plain.
It's mostly just the art and title. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, no, it's very good. Yeah. All right, so this will be my 3.
Oh yeah. I saw this because I was thinking about it because I was like, well, we know how we like to throw in those random like artistic foreign.
So this is, I believe,
it's Norwegian.
Yeah, and it's Caress of the something. I remembered it and now I've forgotten.
Yeah, that's
right. But yeah, no, just I really like the color palette, the art of the two people embracing, but then that's fit into a heart kind of situation there. It is a bit sort of minimalist, just in terms of it's not an elaborate bit of painting or anything, but Doden et. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it.
I was going to say, don't try it.
KJAE. Ooh, that's not. I'm not built to pronounce that. Death is a Caress is the name of the film. Yes, noir romance from Norwegian film. Yeah,
it's definitely Norwegian.
Yes, yeah. The KJ gives that away right away. the slash through the O.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really like this one. This one definitely kind of went like up and down the list. Like, is it my 2? Is it my 4? And I eventually settled on like I'm gonna put it like right in the middle. Yeah. So now moving into the upper tier here, this will be your 2.
The upper tier. It's Destination Moon.
I'm super glad you were able to put this on your list and find a good picture.
It's super high quality.
Yes. The only reason this isn't on my list, I couldn't find anything that wasn't either a postage stamp or the colors were really bad.
It took a little bit of digging, but this is a super high res version. Mm-hmm. It's 2 years in the making.
Mm-hmm. Really good pops. I think about the only thing is I kind of wish more of the poster was the painted part with the rocket ship and less of the orange bit.
I like it.
Yeah?
I like it like this.
I just wish it was a little less. Like, I feel like it's encroaching on
maybe a little, but
like,
probably
I think it's just because
Technicolor
it could be a little small.
Doesn't need to be as big. But other than that, I like it.
I like the way it's framed.
Yeah.
It's just,
I think design-wise, I like when they have that sort of...
Like that break. Yeah. It's
as long as both parts are aesthetically good.
I think what really makes it work is the line between the two is just the white background. Yeah. Like, it's actually a split.
They're like panels,
Yes, it's panels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is always, I think, a better design than the, like... Well, like when they do with the actor's face and stuff, where they do the squares with the colors around them, which always kind of looks dubious. But that's great. I'm really glad you were able to find a good... it's a good painting of a ship. It's so good.
I feel like...
very 50s.
I don't think I've actually seen this movie. Like,
I've heard of it.
I know of it, but... Because, it's like, supposedly it's like one of the first, like, sci-fi movies to sort of, like, put... like some thought into like what might it actually be like like sort of thinking about like the engineering of like building a rocket that could go to the moon and what might it be like
dealing with being
like
on the
moon.
Mission
to the moon, what might it actually be like, somewhat of a more realistic take than like what movies had been before that. Obviously it's still many years away from it actually happening, so it's still very
what was that 60
69 when they actually landed,
So it's a 20 years ahead of it.
But it took a good number of years building up to that. We're working towards it, but it was long before anything.
Well, 2 years according to this movie.
2 years in making. I think probably for the movie.
Which 2 years in the making for a movie back then is an incredible amount of time.
It was 4 years. 2001 took like 4 years to make, so it makes sense. Yeah. Like, if this was an early iteration of that kind of idea of like, let's make a serious, like, somewhat realistic. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure today, this movie would look ridiculous. Well, but at the time, they were at least attempting to make something.
Well, Robert Heinlein had a hand in this,
and it's produced by George Powell, who did awesome stuff.
Okay. I don't know if I know that. Robert Heinlein's right.
George Powell did like the original Time Machine movie.
The
1960 Time Machine.
Oh, okay.
And a bunch of other things like around that time of that sort of ilk. He was like a pretty major. Yeah. He also did Puppetoons. Which is like really interesting.
Okay.
It's like these little puppet movies that are. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's like they're
gotta see it.
They're really cool, Anyways,
no, that's great. I'm glad. Oh, and that is such a nice poster. Yeah, that's so clear.
Yeah, I had to flip through
because this is like definitely like once you start like getting into like the early 50s and before. That's like where IMDb in the poster front just kind of fails you.
I initially was like kind of. I don't know. I don't think this one's gonna happen. And then like I stumbled upon like, oh wait, here's a good one.
Yeah. So that's great. That's great. All right.
So
now I don't recall which order I put my 1 and 2 in. So
this will be your 2, right?
This will be my 2.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. So I did the American release poster of Rashomon.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Because I mean what I saw was just the like regular one.
The regular,
not really anything.
The Japanese poster, it's just
and I usually like Japanese posters. Yeah. I usually like Japanese posters more than you do because you often find there's too much text.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of text on this.
Yeah, but it's all on one side.
They all.
It's not like over the top of the picture like it usually is.
Yeah, just what if we put the credits on top of the because the Japanese one is just like him with his like hand on his sword coming
it's
to
like
the
a picture.
Yeah,
it's
like a photo. Yeah. So I saw this and I was like, oh, that's really good. And I was like, okay. I immediately had my doubts. I'm like, wait, this looks like
this real? Yeah,
it's real. And yeah, no, it was. There were 2 American release posters. There was this one and then another one that uses this art and then has some other stuff. And it was interesting enough because after the American release, they did a re-release in Japan, and they used this art, and then it's like all the text and everything's all in. Like there's way more Japanese text rather than American text.
Interesting, yeah.
But
well, I imagine at the time this would have been like very much.
Kind of a big deal
like
to have a
Japanese
movie
it would have
playing
been very much like an art house type of like very arty kind of like this would not be in like your average neighborhood cinema.
Yeah. Akira Kurosawa, not household name in America.
Not 1950,
no.
Certainly. I mean, arguably...
Still not, but you know what I mean.
After, No, but I mean, after things like Seven Samurai and, some of the more, like, well-known, but, like,
Yeah.
Cool.
The sort of the way the art with it's like, got the character, like, he's, like, split, and, I haven't actually seen this movie. Kurosawa is one of those. Every time I see a Kurosawa film, I'm like, man, this movie was great. So I should watch more of his movies.
Russian
and haven't.
Is really the thing that this movie is famous for is that it basically was didn't necessarily create a genre, but it created a genre in like a modern sense of like sort of codifying what that genre is.
Okay,
and what it is it's where something happens. Like a bad thing happens, and the rest of the story is basically trying to piece together what happened, and you basically get the story from multiple perspectives of the like how each person tells what happened.
Their story of the plot,
and then it's the whole thing of like, well, what's the truth? Because each person,
of course, you get different perspectives,
their own
different
spin
experience
on it,
yeah,
and it's like who can you trust? It's like it's not just an unreliable narrator. It's like multiple unreliable narrators that you have to somehow try to figure out a truth from, right? Because it's like an investigation.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because that is like
that's
kind of a huge
becoming a genre in
film.
and of itself. Is this idea of like a lot of like murder mysteries and stuff took up the idea of like showing multiple versions of a story and then like having to like try to figure out which one is the truth type of thing. So I feel like you don't see that as often now, but like because they've mostly kind of moved on to other sort of types of storytelling, but for a while there it was definitely a thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So
all right, so now I guess this will be your number one.
This is Stromboli. This is a Roberto Rossellini movie with Ingrid Bergman. I really like the painting. I like the sort of colors. I like the title, how it's done. I really like
really pretty poster.
The little RKOs that go all the way around. It's like a border. Those are all little RKOs.
Tiny little RKOs.
It's like what's that like on our money when you look really closely.
And it's got like
little tiny like
what
numbers.
looks like a
pattern.
Line is actually a bunch
it looks
of
like
text.
a pattern, and then when you look closely, you can see like it's the actual number in tiny little. And I love how it's like a border, and it's like if you look at it from a distance,
it just looks like a border with some white dashes
white
in it.
and red.
And
then you look close, and those are little RKOs.
All the way around.
All the way around.
It's a fantastic painting,
and of course, I mean, we just did.
She's enormous. Yeah, she's just lying on that mountain.
And we just recently did, our we've watched episode on Notorious.
Notorious, yeah.
So I kind of had Ingrid Bergman on
for
mind,
sure.
and then I was like, oh yeah, right,
yeah,
because this is after she went and to Italy and was doing the movies with Roberto Rossellini. I mean, this might even be the first one.
Time-wise.
Which of course was a huge scandal at the time, their relationship.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was basically like an affair, right?
Oh, okay.
But like, it's funny how like, because now we just think of like in relation to like, well, Isabella Rossellini was the result So like, this movie is like,
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's also, I mean, it's a super famous movie.
Yep. So I don't think I've actually seen it just because I haven't seen a lot of those movies from that time of that type, but yeah, I thought it was a really cool poster. I really liked
very eye-catching, pops nicely, good painting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also enjoy a little bit of Stromboli myself.
Yeah. Who doesn't like a Stromboli? Too much Stromboli though. I'm like this volcano. Yeah. All right. So my number one.
Oh.
Yeah. So
more Italian.
Yes. Yeah. So I went.
Antonioni.
Just this one.
Man, I didn't know Antonioni started making films that early.
Yeah.
I think of it as more like a '60s film.
That caught me too. Because this is 50s. This is like way before
1950s. So
yeah,
this is
literally
the
1950s. Yeah. It could be his first movie. I didn't look beyond the poster.
Good point.
But this got me. It's just like that is just a beautiful piece of art. I don't even care that it's a poster. Like, oh, just take that text off there and put that in a frame. Is just I mean, like most of the ones. The painted ones we've picked. I feel like the 40s had a lot of like painted posters. Yeah. I feel like the 50s was like peak, like really nice painted.
Yeah.
And then we started going into like the studios were weighing up like
more silly.
Is it like, oh, we can just have some painted posters done cheap. And so like
I mean, obviously there's exceptions. There's your Indiana Jones,
all the way into the 80s. We've seen some beautiful ones, but it's I feel we've got some really.
The other cool thing about this,
like the one you had, like Stromboli, and
the other cool thing about this is the fact that like
it looks like a book cover too.
It doesn't have a whole lot of other junk on it, and I don't mean because like this version obviously left out.
Yeah,
it doesn't have credits or anything, but like.
This was in order to get a good copy. This one has
that's fine.
A little bit missing.
But what I'm saying is it doesn't have the thing of like having like it doesn't have little boxes with like actor faces in it. It doesn't have like little boxes that like trying to show like
there's no tagline. There's nothing.
Or like trying to like boxes.
Who are these actors? Nobody will know.
Showing other. Well, they're probably Italian. We've never heard of them anyway. But like it doesn't have like little boxes showing like. Scenes from the movie, trying to share space.
It's unblemished.
Doesn't have a bunch of other crap trying to share space with the main shot, the main picture.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
No, I really, this was sort of one of those like, I found it and I was like, well, this is probably my number one. It's going to be hard. Like something's going to really have to fight to beat it. And nothing did. So I just stuck with that. Yeah. So that's our top 5 movie posters for 1950.
1950, yeah.
And now we're going to spin the wheel.
What's up next? And, hopefully something a little more recent, just so that a nice balance.
Wheels are starting to look a little sparse, actually. I'm kind of...
we're getting there.
Just double check and make sure 1950 is off here. Yeah, okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah. Well, we've hit every decade enough times,
multiple times,
that we're
well, our last episode before this was 95.
Yeah. And then we did a bunch of 2000s before that. We did a string of 2000s in a row.
Well, it took a while before we were really
we didn't get any 2000s at all. And then I think we hit about 5 2000s in a row. So let's see where we are off to.
Pretty much anything at this point works.
Yeah. Exactly 50 entries left.
68?
Looks like 1968.
All right. That's interesting. That's a big jump forward from where we were, but still quite far in the past. So it'll definitely be some different.
Trying to think off
of
my head, what's a 68 movie? Like a famous 68 movie?
I don't want to say because there's one that stands out as being particularly obvious.
Yeah, but does it have a good poster?
Probably.
Oh, okay. I'll find it when I look it up. You don't have to hide it from me, but yeah. Okay.
Well, I was thinking I already mentioned it earlier. 2001.
Oh, was that 1968?
It's probably. I think there's a couple of different posters for it. I imagine they're all pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So look forward to our top 5 2001 posters next episode. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching along with us. We'll be back in a few weeks with 1968. Until then, I'm Chris.
Sorry, I was thinking like we're bringing the year 1968
to
into the present
to the people
in a few weeks.
Yeah.
This is Emmett.
Cheers.
Bye bye.